Want to get this show ad-free? Head to dailytechnewsshow.com/subscribe to find out how.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Just ask the Capital One bank guy. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. He'd also tell you that this podcast is his favorite podcast, too. Ah, really? Thanks, Capital One bank guy. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
How many times have you wished you could be in two places at once? With Wix, you practically can. Wix's website builder is packed with powerful AI tools to make running your business online easier. Build a full site just by talking with AI. Get an AI agent to manage your sales and marketing. Or work like a 10-person team, even if it's just you. So you don't need superpowers to get everything done. You just need Wix. Try it out for yourself at Wix.com.
This podcast is supported by Ambetter Health. Group health insurance can put businesses in a tough position. If you're a business owner, CFO, or HR leader, this probably sounds familiar. It's fall, and your group health insurance premium is going up, maybe by a lot. And as usual, you have to pick one carrier and a few plans for all employees, even though they have different needs, budgets, and doctors. Fortunately, there's a new approach, ICHRA. It makes costs predictable with stable pre-tax contributions and lets employees choose any plan from any carrier. You choose how much to contribute, they choose what works for them. For coverage you can control, plan on an ICHRA. Learn more at ambetterhealth.com/ICHRA.
These are the Daily Tech Headlines for Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. I'm Sarah Lane. Cybercriminals are increasingly using generative AI to build and sell ransomware, lowering the technical barriers to launching attacks. Anthropic found threat actors leveraged its Claude and Claude Code models to create malware and market ransomware as a service, while ESET identified a proof-of-concept AI-powered ransomware called PromptLock built on local LLMs. OpenAI says that its ChatGPT safety systems can break down during long conversations, a flaw highlighted by a lawsuit alleging the chatbot encouraged a teenager's suicide. The company says moderation safeguards sometimes fail under extended use, allowing harmful content to slip through. OpenAI says it plans to expand ChatGPT's role in mental health support amidst concerns about relying on AI in crisis situations. Meta's Superintelligence Labs is losing a few key hires. Wired reports at least 3 high-profile AI researchers have already resigned, with 2 returning to OpenAI. Another longtime Meta leader, Chaya Nayak, is also joining OpenAI. DigiTimes reports that China's AI industry is scrambling to source hardware after authorities banned NVIDIA's H20 accelerators, with companies now turning to second-hand A100 or H100 GPUs from overseas. This would indicate a surge in imports of retired high-end AI training systems, signaling both the impact of U.S. export controls and China's growing reliance on older or alternative chips to keep AI projects running. A data theft campaign compromised hundreds of Salesforce customers earlier this month after attackers exploited OAuth tokens stolen from SalesLoft Drift, a third-party AI sales agent. Google's threat intelligence group linked the spree to threat group UNC 6395, which automated data theft between August 8th and the 18th, targeting credentials for AWS, Snowflake, and VPNs. SalesLoft and Salesforce revoked tokens on the 20th, but Google warns affected customers should treat their data as compromised and rotate credentials. SpaceX's Starship completed its 10th test flight, deploying mock Starlink satellites and trialing new heat shield tiles during re-entry. This followed several failed attempts and demonstrated the rocket's satellite PEZ dispenser and reusable shielding design, both critical for its future role carrying NASA astronauts to the moon. The test ended with Starship's controlled destruction, but NASA hailed the progress as key to Artemis 3. Claude AI, that's PLAUD.ai, announced the $179 Claude Note Pro, an update on its AI note taker with a small AMOLED display, 4 microphones, and double the recording range and battery life of its predecessor. It integrates with a revamped app offering smarter summaries, note queries, and templates. Claude says it shipped more than 1 million devices, with around half of its users paying for subscriptions. And finally today, Apple has partnered with TuneIn to stream all 6 of its live Apple Music radio stations for free outside the Apple Music app for the first time. The stations include Apple Music One, Hits, Country, Musica Uno, and Club, and are now accessible across TuneIn's 75 million users on smart speakers, mobile apps, and the web. Algorithmic Apple Music stations are still exclusive to Apple Music subscribers. For more analysis of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. That's where you can find show notes and links to all these headlines there as well. I'm Sarah Lane. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
This episode is brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's tech team isn't just talking about multi-agentic AI. They already deployed one. It's called Chat Concierge, and it's simplifying car shopping. Using self-reflection and layered reasoning with live API checks, it doesn't just help buyers find a car they love. It helps schedule a test drive, get pre-approved for financing, and estimate trade-in value. Advanced, intuitive, and deployed. That's how they stack. That's technology at Capital One.
As the main character of your life, you know how important it is to make the right choices for you, and how sweet it is to feel good about your decisions. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options to help create an affordable price for you, so you can continue living your best life. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.